Hi everyone, welcome back. We are still talking about outdoor games and activities, and today's topic is bubbles. I do not have the considerate and even adequate outdoor space that is just mine to be able to do a demonstration of bubbles, especially with the fun activity we're going to talk about a little bit later that I really want to demonstrate for you. So I'm just going to talk about the benefits of bubbles, and I'm going to describe this activity for you, and it should be easy enough to follow just from my description. It will be sad to not be able to participate with you guys, but I would love to see your creations and your bubble art. So we will get through some of the benefits of bubbles and then we'll get to the craft. So bubbles are really great for our face muscles to get some strength. So if you tend to have some lower tone facial muscles or just low tone or loosey-goosey muscles and joints all over, bubbles can be a really great thing. It can really kind of help if mealtime is hard to finish or complete because your face gets tired. Blowing bubbles can help strengthen some of that. Bubbles can also be a fun sensory activity because we can pop them and we don't get too messy, but if you play long enough, you will get kind of sticky as bubbles come from a soapy liquid. You can make big bubbles and do gross motor activities and practice crossing midline. If you have a really big bubble wand, you can do one of those homemade bubble wands with hula hoops where you dip it in the bubble mixture and then lift it up over you, and now you're encased in a bubble, and that could be a really fun sensory experience. I will try to remember to put links either down below in this video or in the classroom on instructions for more bubble activities besides what we're going to talk about today, because you really can do a lot with bubbles. They also make a thing called stackable bubbles, if you can get your hands on them on the internet, I think, which are a thicker bubble liquid, and so they will stack one on top of each other. And you can have a lot of fun with that and trying to catch with one finger, which is really great for your hand-eye coordination to pop bubbles. Your visual scanning and tracking, which is good for reading, right? Can also be good for fine motor control with those stackable bubbles to try and catch them on one finger and get them on top of each other. So I encourage the bubbles. It's a great activity. What we're going to talk about today is some bubble art, which you can make by pouring a little bit of your bubble liquid or soap out into a dish, adding a couple drops of food dye, and using the wand to blow bubbles onto a white piece of construction paper. And the food dye in the bubbles will dye the soap or bubble liquid, and it will leave a bubble print when the bubble pops on the white paper. You do have to be careful though, because the food dye is in those bubbles, and so wherever they pop may get a little bit of food dye on it, which is why I don't have a safe, considerate space to do this one at my home. So hopefully that works out for you guys. I would love to see pictures, videos, whatever you have of you doing this activity or the final results of your art project. And like I said, I will try to attach some extra resources down below or in the classroom for you to look at for some other bubble activities like giant bubbles, But you can also do things like run through and create your own wind for lots of bubbles where you're getting practice with running, changing, where your eyes are looking, all kinds of fun stuff with bubbles. So good luck to ya. Keep occupied, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.